Bro, the whole time I got off, bro, I ain't even going nowhere. I got dressed and I sat here. I could just
Dang.
got back on the game. Yo, this nigga tattoos, bro. Yo, Bliss, look behind you.
Hey, yo, content at 4K and I'm streaming. Caught you in 4K.
Wait, nah. I
Nah,
thought we
nah,
hopping out. Yo, Bliss, you
caught
go
you
to the
in
middle. Bliss, you go to the middle.
4K.
No, don't put me back in the middle.
Caught
How
you
about
in
go?
4K.
Bro, can I please stop getting? I'm not stopping trying to stop getting in the middle, bro. Bro, I don't think I'm in the middle. That don't even make sense. Thank you. Not right here in the middle.
Bitch, I
No,
ain't doing
it was
this.
you. It was you.
I,
Oh
there we go.
yeah. I'm
Huh?
from behind.
Hey,
Yo.
Oh no.
Yo.
Oh no.
No, I'm going.
Bro. I'm sitting on this side, bro. I'm gonna be on the right side the whole time.
Hell no,
It's
nigga.
it's it's, it's on whoever's in the middle.
Like, look at you. Look at
Yeah.
Oh,
you.
bitch.
Look at
No.
you.
You bitch is behind you.
Hey, just saying I got 6 layers of underwear on. You wanna get it through me, bitch?
No.
No. Wait, you gotta
Bro.
stick your hand in my butt real quick.
Hey, yo.
See how much it goes up.
Bruh.
No. Go pee
Ew.
somewhere else.
I'm gonna hit you with that 300
Yeah,
metric
I'm calling
double.
911. I'm calling 911. Calling 911. I'm being raped.
That's crazy. You don't get your funky ass on piss away from me, nigga. That shit smell like ass.
Meanwhile, Mom is at work and is putting a bottle of diazepam back in the cabinet. Later that night, Maggie and Andy are making out in her house when her mom comes home. The three of them sit at the dining room table and talk. He tells Erica about his dad, and she tells him that they went to high school together. Erica tells him that she also knows his dad's new girlfriend, and he says that she's a bitch. She goes to get them some drinks when Andy gets a message from Mom. The next day, Haley tells Maggie that she should block Mom, like she did. Then she posts a story telling everyone to block Mom, which she sees and gets.
Y'all boys, I'm about to go. I'm gonna keep my game on the.
You. I don't work.
He watches the story while at work and gets another flashback. In it, she goes into a room and someone tells her.
What? But Jordan, get over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, this nigga gay. Jordan, get over here.
Others to come over. Dad asks if they're mad at her, and begs them to meet her the next day at the drinking spot. The group finds her there the next day. Ma immediately tells them that she has cancer and that she's been taking lots of meds. They feel sorry for her and apologize. Andy goes over to hug her, but Haley notices she has their friend's bracelet on her wrist. As she leaves, she invites them to come over on Saturday. Haley and Maggie follow her to work and Haley tells her about the bracelet. She also tells Maggie that she's missing a ring and Maggie tells her about the earring she's been missing. They go to Ma's house to check if the stuff is there. Once inside, they go to the second floor and find it locked from the outside. They go into her room and see that she has pictures of them all over. Maggie finds a page from her yearbook and Haley finds a picture of Andy with a picture of his dad taped to the back. Simultaneously, Ben walks into the vet's office with his cat.
I'll be right back.
He says that they should catch up sometime and asks her to a pub that night. She agrees to meet him there at 6. In another flashback from her teenage years, Ben has handed her a message to meet him in the closet. One of the girls in her class, that seems to be Erica, doesn't like that. Meanwhile, back at Ma's, Maggie finds a picture of her mother in the yearbook. Haley wants to show her something, when suddenly the girl in the wheelchair shows up in the room, asking what they're doing there. She says that Sue Ann is her mom and that she can walk, but that she's not supposed to because she's sick. Maggie introduces her to Haley as Junior. She also tells them that she hasn't been to school lately because her sickness has gotten worse. Or at least that's what her mom had told her. Haley is confused that Sue Ann is her mom. In the meantime, Ma is driving home. The girls continue talking, and Jeannie tells them that she can hear them in the basement sometimes, and they tell her to join them there next time. Jeannie then tells them to leave, so that her mom doesn't find them in her room. As the girls get ready to leave and find the door locked, Ma drives in and comes inside the house. She notices that someone has moved her things, as the girls sneak away from her. They leave through the basement, and she goes upstairs. Later, she's getting ready to go out and meet Ben, when Jeannie asks if she can go back to school. Ma tells her that she's too sick and gives her a shot, telling her that she should cut all of her hair off before it falls on its own. She says that she doesn't want other kids to make fun of her and that that's why she has to stay there with her. Next, Sue-Ann is at the pub, waiting, when she has another flashback of Mercedes teaching her what to do when she meets Ben in the closet. He arrives in the pub and instantly orders a drink. She orders a Coke. They chat about their schoolmates and reunions, but Sue-Ann then mentions his wife, who died of cancer. She tells him that she was also married, but it didn't work out. Ben shows her a tracking device that he had installed in his son's van and asks her why he'd been over at her house very often. She doesn't know what to say, but he thinks she's trying to get back at him and begins to belittle her. He gives her a warning that if she sees his son again, he won't call the police, but handle the situation himself. The next day, Sue-Ann is researching how to find a tracker on a car, when her boss comes in and tells her to do her job, again. Maggie tells Andy everything her and Haley have found at Ma's house, but he defends her, explaining that his mom acted strange on cancer medication too. She tells him that she doesn't think Sue-Ann has cancer and that she's in love with him the same way she was in love with his dad. Maggie goes home and finds Sue-Ann is there as well, talking to her mom. She tries to sneak out, but Erica sees her and calls her in. Both her and Sue-Ann pretend that they don't know each other. Her mom says that they went to school together. Sue-Ann leaves quickly and tells Maggie to look after their dog. As she's walking out, she has another flashback about the moment she met Ben in the closet. It turns out that the boy she was with wasn't him at all, but another boy. The whole school makes fun of her. As she's driving home, she sees Mercedes on the street and runs her over, without even a flinch. That night, Maggie is doing homework, when she hears her dog crying. She finds him bleeding and thinks she sees someone running away. At the vet's office, Sue-Ann takes more vials of drugs and walks into the town, where she has locked her dead boss's body in a cage. Maggie and Erica stress over their wounded dog and Erica decides to call Sue-Ann, but Maggie tells her not to. She tells her mom the whole story about Mom. Simultaneously, Ben knocks on Sue-Ann's door. He's looking for his son there, when suddenly Sue-Ann shows him the tracker and sedates him. Ben tries to go after her, but faints. Back at Maggie's, Erica is pissed about everything involving Mom. She grounds Maggie, telling her that she won't be going anywhere or seeing anyone until the summer break. Meanwhile, Sue-Ann has
Cocoa Puff.
Ben
Cocoa Puff.
He wakes up and she threatens to cut off his tooth, just to scare him. She tells him that she won't get her revenge that way and starts an IV with the dog's blood. Sue-Ann
What?
Later, Eric and Maggie, they'll spend the next day together. Then she goes to the liquor store and sees Sue-Ann there. She immediately starts yelling at her, but the conversation quickly
What did you say?
What did you say? Maggie gets a message from Mom, showing her that Andy is at her place and that she also has her earrings. The girl steals her mom's car and goes to Mom's house, finding a party there. She confronts Andy immediately as she walks in, as Mom watches her get angry with him. The entire group is there for Chaz's birthday. All of them are drunk and drugged and ready to party. Meanwhile, Mom goes up to Jeannie's room and tells her that it's time for bed. She gives her some pills and leaves. Then she bolts the basement door from the outside. Maggie realizes that something is going on, but can't seem to find a way out, as the others keep fainting. She walks up to the house and gets in, but unfortunately the main door is locked as well. Maggie hears a noise upstairs that she thinks it's Jeannie and goes up to help her. Once there, she finds Ben, but Ma sneaks up behind her and sedates her too. The next morning, Erica wakes up at their home and Maggie
Who are you and what are you doing in my house?
still unconscious, including one other classmate. The girl wakes up, but Maggie signals her to stay quiet, as Ma is cutting open Chaz's shirt. She burns him with an iron and the other girl freaks out, trying to get away. Ma hits her over the head. Then, she walks over to Haley and stitches her lips together. Meanwhile, Erica is trying to wake Maggie, but when she goes to check in her room and sees that she's not there, she calls Stu and asks him to come over. Back at the basement, Ma tells Maggie how hard it is when no one asks you out to party. Then, Mom paints over Daryl's face with white paint, saying they only have room for one of them. Suddenly, Andy wakes up and asks Ma if she's mad at them. She unlocks his restraints and hugs him, saying that they are the cutest couple. Andy tells her that he loves her and they kiss, but Ma stabs him, knowing that he's lying to her. She goes over to Maggie, when there's a ring on the door. It's a police officer asking about the cars parked outside her house. She acts like she doesn't know anything about it. Maggie makes a racket in the basement, but as soon as the cops suspect something, Jeannie arrives. That aids Ma in sending the police officer away. As he leaves, he hears Maggie shouting from the basement. Suddenly, Ma shoots him. Ma makes Jeannie drag the cop's body inside. Simultaneously, Stu arrives at Erica's and they both go to find Maggie together. Ma comes back in the basement and tells Maggie to help her arrange her friends for a picture, or else she'll kill them all. Maggie doesn't and then takes the picture, as Ma posses for her. Then, she strings her up on a pole, but here's Jeannie calling for her and goes to check. The girl hits her over the head, pushing her down the stairs, as a candle falls over and starts a fire. Haley and the others start waking up. Jeannie comes down and helps Maggie down, then helps the rest with the restraints. Since the stairs are on fire, they can't get out and start banging on the hatch. Ma grabs Jeannie and at the same time Stu and Erica open the basement hatch. Erica and Maggie stay behind, as Jeannie begs Maggie for help. Erica apologizes to Ma for what happened, but doesn't let her daughter help Jeannie. As Ma is dragging her away, Maggie pulls away from her mom, grabs the knife and stabs her, releasing Jeannie from her grip. Erica gets Jeannie and Maggie out, but Ma stays back and goes into the house. She sees them through her window and goes up to the second floor, lying down next to Ben, with the house completely in flames. The fire department arrives too late. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to Movie Recaps. Today I will show you a horror film from 2019, entitled Countdown. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care.
What are you doing?
A few young people can be seen sitting around a table at a house party. The girls talk about counting calories, so one of them shows an app on her phone for keeping track of her food intake. The other one wants to download it, but searching for that app she finds another one called Simply Countdown. The others asks about it and she reads the description which states that it can tell you exactly when you're going to die. All of them, except Courtney, want to make a drinking game out of it, with the one with the least to live will drink everything that's on the table. Courtney reluctantly does it too and accepts the terms and conditions. They go around the table and everyone gets 60 to 30 years of life. Courtney looks upset as she shows them that she only has 3 hours to live. The rest make fun of her and tell her that she has to abide by the rules of the game and drink, when her boyfriend Evan comes over and drinks instead of her. Later, the two of them are going over to his car. He's visibly drunk. When they enter, she asks him to walk her to her house and not drive home, but he doesn't want to. She gets out and starts walking, while he tries to convince her to come back in, and when he doesn't succeed, he dives off angrily. Courtney gets a message from the app, saying she's broken the user agreement. As she continues walking, it looks like somebody is following her. The app says she has less than 2 minutes to live, prompting her to run into her house, as the ad continues to blare on her phone. She powers it off. Courtney walks into the bathroom and becomes increasingly paranoid, so she checks the shower curtain. Then she goes to drink some water, but hears the curtains move again. She turns around, but something grabs her from above and drops her on the shower, breaking her head. She dies when the countdown timer runs down to 0. Meanwhile, Evan was in a car accident and the passenger seat where Courtney was supposed to be is completely trashed. Quinn can be seen exiting an elevator, rolling a nurse's cart through a hospital. She walks into a room, discovering that one of the patients hasn't finished his lunch. She knows where to find him. He's sitting on a balcony in a closed wing of the hospital. It's Evan. She sits with him and tries to make small talk to relax him for surgery, but he shows her the countdown app, which says that he has only around 19 hours left.
Somebody come on name. Somebody come on name.
Convinced that it knew when she was going to die. Evan
Shut up.
thinks that the
Shut
app
up.
knows that he will die during the surgery.
I'm getting off.
Quinn
I'm getting
tells him not
off.
to worry about the app and makes him come back to his room. They meet Amy on the way and she tells Quinn to come in. The hospital staff surprises her.
You'll get out, okay? I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
As they're sitting and eating cake, Quinn jokes about the app and some of the other.
Yo, you look so goddamn.
Shut up, nigga.
Fuck up your chair.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck up your nigga.
Nigga. Nigga.
to live, and so does Dr. Sullivan.
Shut up, nigga. Shut up, nigga.
That's overdose.
Nigga. Nigga.
Amy tells her to keep the king
Fuck you. Fuck you.
ministers into funk, and she wakes up. Later, Quinn is
Bitch ass nigga. That's how you
tells her
roll it. That's how you stay fucking boys, nigga. Shut up, boy. Shut up, nigga. You stay fucking boys. You stay.
but she tries to let him off.
Shut up, but you stay fucking boys, but shut up. Shut up.
She runs into a problem. She calls
Stay
Scott to
fucking
ask
boys,
for
but
help.
shut up.
He tells her that she
Shut
needs
up.
mandatory information from her
Stay
birth
fucking
certificate.
boys. Stay fucking
Quinn
boys.
doesn't have it with her, but she knows where to find it. She goes to get it from her parents' house. Once there,
You
she
stay
sifts
fucking
through
boys.
her
Stay
mom's
fucking
papers and
boys.
finds it on the bottom of the pile. Something moves in the closet behind her, and when she opens it, she finds her sister George there, along with her boyfriend. He puts his clothes on and leaves, but
Stay dating, boys.
her parents
Stay dating, boys. Stay dating,
more
boys.
often after their mom dies. Quinn goes to her room to apologize and tell her about finishing her studies.
You stay dating, boys. Stay dating, boys.
He's happy to see Quinn and asks her if she wanted to come with
You
him
date
to visit her
boys.
mom's
Date
grave one day.
boys.
The next day, Evan is preparing for his surgery and sees that he has He leaves the room and the
I'm on YouTube real quick because I'm trying to watch YouTube and you're getting annoying.
Behind you. He escapes to the stairwell, but it follows. The app continues to notify him of the countdown. Evan can't get out of the dark stairwell.
Shut the fuck up. Shut your bitch ass up. That's you. What do you mean? Shut up so I can watch YouTube. Shut up. Damn.
In the basement facility. She opens his eyes and manages to open the phone finder, only to see the countdown has reached 0. Suddenly, his hand falls and touches her, so she drops the phone. When she picks it up, his head is turned and he's looking at her. She puts the money back inside the freezer. Quinn checks her phone to see that she has less than 2 days. Trouble with the machine. She wants to leave and he stops her trying to offer the company. The doctor makes another advance on her and she declines. Jordan keeps going. When she pushes him off, he pseudo-apologizes. So she goes to find Nurse Amy and tell her about what's happened. Before she can say anything, the doctor calls for Amy and she doesn't get to tell her. The app flashes another notification. That night, Quinn tries to delete the app, but can't, so she searches for it online and finds information about Courtney. She watches a video from a girl ranting about the app, saying that she's seen things like her dead cousin. Suddenly, the girl says her time is up, and she sees something, screams, and drops her phone. The comments under the video say fake, so Quinn relaxes a little bit and shuts her laptop, when suddenly she sees dead Evan. Her phone pushes another notification, so she breaks it, but it still shows the countdown. Quinn gets in her car and falls asleep there. Jordan wakes her up in the morning. The two of them go up to her apartment and her sister finds her smashed up phone, seeing the app and telling her she only has one more day to live. She jokes with her when she figures out the app and then asks to stay with her, because their dad went on a last-minute work trip. When Quinn refuses, Jordan storms out. The app beeps again and she scratches her finger on the broken screen. Later, she's in a shop, buying a new phone. Quinn opens it even before the guy can run her car. She gets a completely new phone and SIM card, so she checks if the app is there. When she doesn't see it, she goes to leave, but another notification arrives and the app is on the new phone as well. She asks the guy about the app and he tries to delete it, but can't. When she finally leaves, one of the other customers asks the store guy about the app. Quinn's in her car, checking the app which has continued the countdown, and suddenly sees a deathly figure in her back camera. It can only be seen there. Suddenly, it grabs her from the back seat and she rams into another car, falling out of her own. The guy from the other car screams at her, while the customer from the store walks out and tells him to stop. He scares him away, then shows her he also Later, they're seen in a bar, talking about it. She says they should find a way to see the user agreement for the app again, and Matt tells the crazy guy in the bar to download it. They go over to him, and when he reaches the terms and conditions page, Quinn starts reading it. It says that they have to accept their fate. The crazy guy still agrees to the terms, and the app tells him that he'll live to 91. Quinn and Matt go to the hospital and speak to the priest. They ask him what he knows about demons, but he says that he doesn't believe in them and sends them to someone else. Before they leave, Amy asks to talk to Quinn. Matt goes to the restroom. Someone wants to get inside his stall, and he sees a barefoot child under the door. As he's washing his hands, he hears someone crying in one of the stalls, and when he goes to check, he sees the barefoot kid again, walking through the stalls like there's nothing in between. It stops at the last stall. The lights go out, and Matt goes to check the stall. There is nothing in there, but something appears behind him and calls his name. It attacks him, and when the lights come back on, it isn't there anymore. Meanwhile, Amy takes Quinn to a meeting with HR, Dr. Sullivan. He says that she was the one to corner him and not the other way around. The man from HR says that she'll get suspended. When Quinn starts explaining her side of the story, Amy confronts her, but Quinn storms out. Matt is waiting for her, and he doesn't tell her what's happened. He keeps hearing the voice of the thing that attacked him. They walk into a church looking for the man the other priest told them about. They find him in his office. He's super excited that they asked him about demons, and immediately thinks of an ancient story. In it, a prince gets a scroll from an old gypsy woman, foretelling the exact hour in which he would die. She heeds him a warning that he mustn't use the information to alter his fate. But the prince still does and goes back to the gypsy, telling her that death is after him. She tells him that it's not death, but a demon that will torture him until the moment he dies, as the scroll foretold. He tells them to find someone to hack the app for them. They go to the store guy, Derek, for help and bribe him to help them. He knows the app and makes fun of them for believing it, but he still hacks it for them. The code for the app is in Latin. They also find the countdowns for all the people using the app inside the code, including Derek's. He changes all the parameters for his countdown, then looks for Quinn when they find her sister's countdown too. Her clock is almost the same as hers, but Derek changes it. Jordan sees the change on her phone, but the woman who's watching takes her phone. Matt and Quinn thank Derek for changing their countdowns as he's driving away.